So this video is going to contain me building a super shelter, bit of fire lighting, some cooking, and right at the end there'll be a little comedy accolade. Beware of bad language though.
Really good quality. One little good man, I don't know what the other half was. I don't know whether I've made that already. Yes, I'm looking for the stamp and I can maybe it is. Probably the same. This is the tallest bit. So it's happy with the other one. And then if you're not holding it the wrong way around.
Look at a very big Harry Potter sock in hat.
There's a lot of it in it. It's not the best ground for pegs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stone in there. There's a massive stone bit here. I have to move everything over. Under there, where that's the rock one. I'll make sticks. I'll have to prop these armholes open, otherwise I'm not going to be able to breathe if it's so warm. As well.
Hey Scott, you can see what the weather's like actually getting out.
Alright, what's the weather doing?
As you said. Easy getting
Right,
out though.
plenty of adjustment now. Get it right. Pellerina namiotmedes.
So yeah. put them awake all night then. That would be warm enough without the burning in it. Drop it in. I'm cleaning the ground now, get my cupboard down. Wow, that was warm. Right. It's kind of up. I'll be getting the fire going. We'll make a setup over there. No fails this week. Scott's just put his new lavvo up, and that's Nick's bottom you can see in the way, and my fire, which didn't fail today. Fire is now established in a parallel fire lay. Temporary pot hanger is on the go, but we're going to make something better later on. Now I'm off to look for materials because I'm going to build a super shelter. I've gathered enough wood now for the frame. Took a while. I'm quite warm, and I'm going to build the frame now. Yep. Two-handed's the way to go with the silky. Bloody bit, no? Large. Using jam knots to do the frame together. Definitely one. This is the motor.
finder, put a close up on the screen. See it. It's got a decent edge on it now. Look, my black goes when I add it.
Yeah.
So, you know, flat line with a tiny micro bevel, which you could comfortably have worked with. There's no need to
Just repeat that now in every corner.
you know, people talking in the background, Rob's really careful. Not a bad knife sheath, chef.
Frame's made up now. This is the base frame. All the corners are tied up. And the next part of the job now is to get some whippy wood to make the frame, the outer frame for the covering, and some other thin stuff for the bed.
Right, today I'm going to show you how to butter the muffin. Put your hand there and go.
Well, the frame is done, and it took a bit longer than expected because my top benders were a bit too thick, but it's just looking not too bad. I've had to tie it in a few places, which isn't ideal because you want to use the minimum of paracord possible, but when I put the cover on now, it's going to be more than livable for this evening. Bed wise, if you can see, I've got a beam across there. That's to go under my legs, and the other section then for my body is left with nothing there because it's posture sprung. I'm going to put a few more small ones on there now, and then I'm going to cover it in spruce boughs. So I shall get back to you. Now it's ready. It's pretty strong, and I definitely know that'll take my weight. Time to cover my bed now. I found a nice big pile of conifer branches, and they're quite soft ones. So I'm going to knock them off now with my trailmaster. So started laying them down now, and the straighter ones of them with a bigger stalk, I'm laying with the stalks down to my feet and the springy bits up to my body. So I'm going to put a few of these down, and then I'm going to cut some smaller ones and I'm going to lay them in a herringbone fashion, so when you get on and you're moving about, they don't move about, they interlock. Yeah. Let me see if I can split two round. I'll just keep going like that now until I get a nice big bed. Now that's a nice big thick spruce bough bed. Time for the roof now. Now I've got my bed and my hoops and everything made, I got to put the man-made super shelter kit on top. And this consists of clear polythene, a mylar space blanket, and a section of parachute silk. First thing that goes on is a reflective sheet, and this is for reflecting the heat of the fire back at you. Then the clear plastic goes on top, which comes down the front, but you leave an air gap at the back so you can breathe, and then the parachute silk goes on top. So that's basically the super shelter. Unfortunately I had a problem making pegs. Every one I made snapped, so I'm just going to lay some logs on it now. I'll show you around the back. Not the prettiest of contraptions. I'm going to put a few more in now and it'll be fine then. But yeah, the wood just didn't want to make pegs. And there's no willow here, only dead stuff, and willow's the ideal for it. So I'm going to give you an inside view with the super shelter now. I've lifted the front up. So we've got the mylar on the top to reflect the heat from the fire. Nice big thick spruce bough bed, and I know I'm going to be toasty in there tonight. I may even be a bit too toasty.
Not as toasty as me.
I'll build the fire up and I'll be nice and warm. Sausage casserole tonight. Yes, I am lazy and I've cut the peppers and onions up at home. Already browned the sausages, they can go back in. Do you want to put more peppers in, Nick?
Yeah, I'll put some up now.
I'm just leaving myself there, is it?
Sounds like it.
Recording now.
Yep.
I reckon. Another one?
Yeah,
Why not? Let's have it thick.
just like this. Go huge.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, what time are you guys leaving tomorrow?
I'm on telly at the moment, pal.
Oh, sorry.
Sausages. More of the wet stuff. Lid on. And now we'll give it 10 minutes. We should be good to go.
Cool.
So, sausage casserole done. Nick's going to dish out now. Unfortunately, we haven't got a ladle or anything, so... Well, here we go. Can't wait to eat, I'm starving. I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock this morning. Oh, Nick, you have a lovely looking sausage. I'm going to bake the cake at 10 to 10 in the night. I think there's something wrong with me.
Oh, you know.
Good morning, Scott.
Morning.
So it's the morning
Let me show
after.
you something first. Is that focusing?
Hang on.
Came up on the memories just now when I turned my phone on. We were camped in this exact same spot 1 year ago today. And we didn't even know.
Yeah, amazing. Right, so I didn't film lighting the fire because you've seen me lighting up fires, and it was a dawdle this morning because I had all good feather sticks anyway. So the night in the super shelter went okay. Bed was a bit hard. I did use a sleeping bag because I didn't particularly want to burn the fire all night, and it's not that cold anyway, but it's not the warmest bag in the world. But it was a reasonably comfortable night considering I didn't have any kind of mattress, and it was warm until the fire went out. Scott had a really warm night in his lavabo. In fact, he said he was glad when the burner went out because he was far too warm. So Nick always sleeps well in his DD extra large hammock, modified, and he's got an Alpkit Rig 21 tarp, who some really kind guy sold it to him at a reasonable price. I wonder who that was. So we're going to have our first coffee of the morning now, and we'll see you later. The bushcraft staple breakfast, bacon. And coffee. My cake turned out well last night, but there was so little light here, I didn't film it. But trust me, it went down a treat. These GSI aluminium Dutch ovens are amazing. Best bit of cooking kit I've ever bought. Well, my bacon's more or less cooked, and we've got a visitor in camp.
Hello.
And that's Andrew Thomas Price, the famous bushcraft personality and editor of Bushcraft and Survival Skills magazine.
Yeah,
say hello, Andrew.
Good morning. I didn't really sleep here. I slept in the hotel up the road, but nobody needs to...
Oh, just like Bear Grylls.
But no, it's a beautiful camp. Rob's done a lovely job of his super shelter. I tried to claim that it was mine, but no, it was Rob. And next time I'll do it myself. So, good stuff.
So, I've known Andrew over 20 years. There was a gap of about 10.
20.
And then we met up again at the Wilderness Gathering on the second one. And we've been mates ever since. Okay? View from my super shelter. Mr. Raybar's cooking his bacon on the stove because the fire's either dead or too fierce. And the only problem with the Pathfinder skillet, which is a great bit of kit, is if the flames are too high, everything wells to the side, but the base, because it's thick, is still fine. So he just thought, oh, stuff it, and get my emergency cooker out. So Nick's over there, he's just packed his hammock and tarp away. And I'm waiting for the kettle to boil for yet another cup of tea. So I'm going to do a bit of foraging now. It's a really special plant that grows in this woodland. I'm hoping I can find one. Follow me. There it is.
Oh, there, you found one?
Yeah, I found one.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, sorry.
Look at this puppy.
That's going to be a big one as well.
It's a tidy size one by the looks of it. And I've been told that it tastes a bit like pineapple.
Pineapple cake tonight then.
Well, yeah, I got all the ingredients. Oh, here we are, here we are. Oh, I don't want to break it.
Oh, it's a fucking blemmer. Oh.
Oh, look at that. That is the special Pineapplus fungusius. Oh, that'll be great tonight. Oh. Right, today I'm going to show you how to butter the muffin. Put
your hand there and go.